Hi guys, Bonnie here. How are you this evening? Can't wait to see who's on tonight. So, I know it's not Sunday and we do our Sunday chats, but it has been a weird week. And the energy, a lot of people are complaining, complaining that they're feeling extra emotional. And they're sort of tapping into what I think is a lot of anxiety in our world right now. I really do. And I know for me, it's been a week of dealing with some stuff, and I can't seem to quite shake it sometimes. And I'm sure you've all been there, where you just get kind of heavy, and your heart gets heavy, and your soul gets heavy, and it's the kind of tired that it doesn't matter how much you sleep, you still feel tired. And in my private group, there was some talk about who else is feeling this way. So I'm curious to know who else is feeling this way in our group, in this particular group, in Step Into Brilliance's public group. So let me know, give me a like or a thumbs up or something, and let me know if that's you too. And of course, once we kind of establish that lots of us are feeling this heaviness, the next question, logical question, what are we going to do about it? Because nobody's enjoying this. And while I am quite an advocate these days of sitting with your emotions and exploring them, I think some of this is not really ours. Some of it is. And it doesn't really matter. When you're working on empowering yourself, inevitably what happens is you become more empathetic to others as well, and you start seeing things differently. Whereas before you might have been walking through the world with blinders on, worrying only about very narrow perspective, you've opened this up. And that can be kind of tricky sometimes to deal with, especially when there's so much angst and anxiety and stress and pain in the world right now. So what do we do about it? Well, there are some things that you can do. And I have talked, I'm pretty sure I've talked in our group before about grounding. Grounding is literally the tool where you go out into the world, into nature, and you allow nature to embrace you. You can put your hands on the grass or literally in the dirt, hug a tree. I kid you not. I know we're a bunch of tree huggers, and then what's wrong with that? Putting your hands on the tree and just visualizing that energy coming up out of the earth and traveling through and being transformed back down. It's very calming. It's very calming, and it does transmute some of that energy. In the summer, listen, seriously, the more you can walk around with bare feet, in a safe place, where you're not going to get injured, of course, the better. Walk in the rivers, walk in the ocean. We have disconnected so much from the natural world, and it's affecting us, and not in the best way. Excuse me. Speaking of the natural world, thank you, Pauline. So grounding is a great way, and it's nice to meditate while you're doing this. Excuse me again. So that's one way, grounding. Very easy, no cost. Out you go. Sometimes, just going for a walk and letting your hands, I often do this, just trail along the bushes and the trees so that you're touching, you're engaging that natural world. It doesn't have to be a big to-do, okay? You can just keep it very simple, very subtle. You don't have to scare your neighbors, although that's fun too. Also good for a laugh. That might be just what you need. So grounding is an excellent way. Another way, if you're someone who is in tune with the concept of crystals and crystal healing, I think I've shown you my selenite before. It's called the happiness stone for a reason. This stone is said to transmute negative, heavy energy, that catabolic, weighty energy, into something lighter and free up your space. So getting some selenite, not expensive. It's really inexpensive. And a small piece will do. You don't need a big piece. I have little pieces. Work just as well. And you can just hold on to it, meditate with it, visualize with it, and it just brings a little more of that peace to you. It's just one of those lovely tools that you can use. So you've got grounding, you've got using some crystal healing. Scent is another amazing way to transform your energy and help you calm your actual nervous system. And of course, you know, the go-to for that is always lavender. It's amazing. Any citrus is also really great for that. Orange, lemon, combining orange and lemon and lavender is one of my favorites. It's really yummy, and it cleanses the air too, which is lovely. So you've got all sorts of ways to engage your body and the world around you to transfer some of that heavy energy into something that you can use to send out into the world. So those are just a few things that you can do, and there are lots more. One of the things that I just taught my private group was a visualization, because a lot of the talk, there's a lot of empathic people who are really, when you're empathic, you feel very closely the emotions of other people around you. And until you get a handle on that, it can sometimes be really overwhelming, especially when you're starting these journeys of self-empowerment and getting more in tune with yourself. You open those doors, and you're not, you know, until your awareness is in a place where you can sort of protect that door from whatever, like you allow what comes in and what goes out a little better, it can be a little bit overwhelming. So I thought to myself that if that many people, if the people in my private group are feeling this way, I'm going to guess there's quite a few people in this group who are feeling that way too. Right? In fact, there's a few people in my private group in this group. There is a lot of people, and you know, there is talk about the new supermoon opening up our emotions and sort of, you know, pulling that out of us and opening up that heart space and making us feel even more what we would normally be feeling, like just making it bigger, right? It's pulling it out of us, making it very emotional time this week. So definitely grounding, salt scrubs, oh my goodness, are another great way, believe it or not, in a delicious way. So I thought I would come on and teach you this visualization as well. It's very, very simple. It's not a heavy-duty meditation or any of that, although it does work for that too. And I actually do use this, maybe not daily, definitely weekly, often a couple of times a week. It makes me feel better. And I'm actually serving the world while I'm doing it. So I thought I would come on and share it with you as well. It's a very simple thing. If you have the crystals, like the selenite or rose quartz is another fabulous one for this particular meditation. It just enhances that, and it's also something tactile that you can do, which is kind of nice, right? For some of us. So quartz, rose quartz, smoky quartz is another. Really, any of the quartzes would be lovely, but smoky quartz is really great for absorbing some of that negative energy and holding it and releasing it for you. But you can choose your own. If you want more information about that, let me know, and I can do another video on something like that. So I always recommend selenite. There is nothing negative about this stuff, and you don't need to worry about cleansing it or anything. And you can hold it. You can hold one in each hand. You can just hold it wherever it feels comfortable to you. And that's the beautiful thing about this meditation, is you can adjust it however it works for you. Okay, so just get comfortable. You can be sitting. If you prefer, you can be lying down, although this time of evening, I don't know about you, I'm not sure I would risk it. I might fall asleep. So you just hold it. You can close your eyes, or you can use a soft focus. So if you're uncomfortable closing your eyes, or you find that more of a distraction, just use a really soft focus on something close by you that's not going to move, or, you know, not the TV. 3 deep breaths. Feel that belly breath, not that nice shallow breath. That deep belly breath, and just feel the calm. And you can use the mantra that I often use. I find it really beautiful, is that I breathe in calm. I breathe out love. Now, if you're familiar with chakras, let your awareness drop into your heart space, or your heart chakra, and just feel it there. And I want you to visualize just a white, beautiful ball of light. It's just hovering and shimmering in that heart space, bringing healing and light, and warmth. Feeling it open up your heart space so that you can feel the love that should be sitting there. And when you're ready, just let that white light, that ball of light, just expand. So it expands and it creates a sphere that just encompasses that entire heart space. And don't forget to breathe. And as it grows, and this is the beautiful thing about love, it doesn't shrink, it doesn't get thinner, it expands and it grows. And I want you to infuse your own love and your own thoughts of peace and harmony and light. And just let it fill. Let it fill and let it grow so it completely encompasses all of you. Can you feel that beautiful energy? The energy we're raising right now. The energy that you're creating. And if you can imagine this incredible, beautiful light bubble just enveloping you, just filled with nothing but light and love, peace, and letting that expand. Just visualizing the expansion of it up and out and below you. So that light, perhaps it's no longer a sphere, perhaps it is, but it's completely filling the room that you're in. All the nooks and crannies, behind the sofas, in the corners. And just feel it, just pushing out all that heavy energy. No, thank you. We're good. If it helps you, it helps me to actually do the movements, to visualize it, do that. If not, you can just use your mind. And you can sit with that for however long it feels good to you. And fill the room. Fill the room. Let it all just completely fill the room. And we're going to take it a step further. We're going to allow that same light, because don't forget, it's not going to thin out. It's not going to get weak. It's only going to get stronger and more expansive. We're going to take that and we are going to push it out even more. We're going to fill our city, the whole city. Just imagine just pushing that light right out. We can push it up and out and behind us. It just fills everything. And we're just sending that light and that love and that beautiful energy just out into the world. And then we're going to take it a step further. We're going to take that light and we're going to allow it to completely and 100% envelop the entire world. We are going to send love and light and peace energy out into the world. And we can absolutely do this. And just visualize that bubble of light. It's just filled with light energy, and you can just imagine expanding it so that it completely envelops the earth. And you can sit with that for however long it feels good. In my tradition, at that point, I would thank Gaia for the energy that we've raised, and I would give it back to her, because I can't hold that much energy. It would be overwhelming. I can sit with it. I can raise it. I can use it. I can push it out. But to hold it would be quite exhausting. So I thank you, Gaia. I know you know how to transmute this into energy that we can all use. And I release it to you. Amen. Oh, and so it is. And that is the essence of the visualization that I do when I can't hold that heavy energy anymore and I need to do something about it. I hope that serves you. I hope you're feeling lighter. I know I feel calmer, more at peace. I know the energy in my room, my apartment has changed. It's a lot more calmer, a lot more at peace. And I hope that helps you. I know it has been a tough year, and it has been a tough week, and there's a lot of energy floating around. You are not at its mercy. You're not. You have to do the work. Sometimes you have to actually sit and do the work to change that energy, to change it on purpose. And you can. You just did. So I hope that serves you. Please let me know if it did, and if you're interested in more of this sort of thing. I'm here to help you, empower you, right? I want to change the world, right? I want to start seeing more and more people living for their dreams rather than living for their fears. And so if this helped you do that, even just a little bit, please let me know, and I will see about doing more things like this. Meanwhile, trust me when I tell you, there's nothing you can't handle this week, even though it's a bit of a wonky week. We are here for you, okay? Let us know what you need, and we will do our best to support you. Meanwhile, I am going to go actually out and take my own advice and go out for a walk in the sunshine that finally appeared over the last 2 days, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye for now.